Welcome, fellow treasure hunters, hustlers, and resellers. This is JB Flip's channel. Welcome to the whole YouTube thing. And I wanted to bring up a couple items that sold, to give an update as to what's going on this weekend. Maybe I'll compile some videos together if I have time this weekend and bring up an update. The sale on this for 10 bucks actually fell through. The buyer thought it was the Fitbit Ultra and it's actually just a band. I'm not too unhappy about it because I had a watcher and I changed the listing because I realized myself it's not the actual Fitbit and just a band, so I lowered the price and adjusted the listing, and then they snagged it up real fast. So I'm misunderstanding, but I still see the same things going for about 10 bucks, so I'm sure that'll sell at some point. I already mentioned this in another video. I forgot to pack and ship it, but I'm going to get right on that. As for the other item that came in today that I was pretty happy about, I picked these up for $1. $1. And I sold them for $20.20 plus buyer paying $8.70 shipping. I'll add in a little tidbit of the actual profit made on them later whenever I ship it out, pack it up, and I'll go ahead and throw that in the video later. If everyone's willing to stick around, I have a short little motivational tidbit I want to bring out to tell all the other resellers. A wise man told me a little while back, you know, some of this stuff, and you know, I think other resellers might want to hear it. I've also found these at a garage sale, two PS2 controllers. Got them for $2 each, not $3 each. So I was pretty cool with that because a little while ago I got a PlayStation 2 for $10. And that was a pretty cool find. Now I'm kind of using it just to test some games I find, as well as play some of the cool ones I get, because you know I have Final Fantasy 12. I'm probably going to take that down from listings. I'm thinking about keeping that and playing through it because I never played it, and so it's good to get back in some of those memories, clean these up a little bit, play some games with my son. Something really cool that I found that I wanted to bring up. This had a make offer thing on it. I offered $7, right? And I think they might have wanted 10, maybe a little bit more, but I offered 7, and the lady was like, hold on, let me look it up. And then she actually brought out her son who had Down syndrome, and she's like, you want to sell that for $7? And he said, yeah. I let him take it. So I was like, are these controllers, do they come with it? He said, yeah. I said, tell you what, let me give you $1 for each of the controllers. So I actually raised the price a little bit on myself because, you know, wanted to show a little bit of heart, and plus he was giving me a great deal. So I wanted, you know, I want him to make money and I want to make money too. So it's always good. You know, I feel like what goes around comes around is kind of how I think. This is not the original Genesis. It's like a remodel. It's got the At Games symbol on it. You can put the cartridges in here, and he said that it actually has some preloaded games in here. So I'm excited to plug this in, test it out. I also got, I don't have them down here, of course, but I got a stack of old PlayStation 1 games from the same guy. He had them priced at 10. I got them for 7. And I was pretty happy with that find. I'll show them in another video whenever I have some time. One of them was a cracked disc. The disc definitely needs some refurbishing. There's some scratches on it, but the price was good. I decided to take a gamble on it. And my birthday's coming up pretty soon, so I'm probably either going to ask for a disc refurbisher, or maybe I'll just buy a cheap one for now off of eBay or something and use that to clean those discs up and test them out. And you know, I was willing to take that risk on PlayStation 1 games because they're actually pretty valuable nowadays, especially any of the old classics like Twisted Metal, Doom, and whatnot. I've already sold quite a few of them. You can get $20-30 a pop for those. Some of them a little bit less, like 15. It depends on the game, but PlayStation 1 games definitely something to look out for. And that does it for the extra stuff I forgot to bring up that I found today. But I wanted to bring in a really cool motivational tidbit where a wise man told me at another time where, because resellers can often be misunderstood. It's an exhausting process. The work it takes is often, misconstrued, and people interpret it as, oh, so you're just buying and selling these products, you're ripping people off. It's like, no, that's not what this is at all. This is an actual profession. It's an actual skill that takes time to build. You cannot just pick up anything and resell it. Technically you can, but it's like if you really want to be profitable, it definitely takes some work. It takes some practice. It takes a willingness to make mistakes and lose. But what I want to bring up, what could really fill the hearts of a lot of people, is to remember, especially in a crisis that our country's facing right now with COVID-19 and economic collapse, a lot of things are moving to being online only. And what I really want to stress to other resellers is, we're all doing a really great thing here. If you go back to the old West, where there's a guy with a sifter and he's in the river looking for little gold flakes, trying to find out where the big hit is of this big gold. That's us right now, because when those guys hit, that saved their economy. It made economies thrive just from one guy coming up. And that's really us out there, out in the hot desert sun, trying to find these little pieces of treasure, what can be flipped and what's worthwhile in our time. And with this, most of this stuff is just going to end up in a huge landfill. That's where it's going to end up. We're giving her cold hard cash to buy and resell those items, and now they can be enjoyed. A lot of that stuff would be just thrown out. You look at this, now somebody's floor is going to be clean, after finding that. I found that old vintage beer sign that would have just gone in the garbage, and now it can end up in somebody's man cave and be enjoyed. So you're not only, kind of rekindling memories for people, but you're also helping the economy, because instead of just getting thrown out and having more stuff manufactured from other countries and being brought in here, you're recirculating money. You're keeping the economy flowing. And it's like we have these smart devices, these phones nowadays. Your finger is on the pulse of the entire world, the entire globe. So it's a really great thing you're all doing. It's a great thing. It really is a positive influence on not just the United States economy, but the global economy. It's taking, even with the global shipping program, there's money coming into the United States from other countries because of our reselling. So I really wanted to just say that to encourage other resellers to keep going, because I know it's a dwindling, exhausting process. I know, especially when you're brand new to it, it's hard. It's not easy. You can't just pick up anything, but it's kind of a leveling up game, Little by little, you gain experience points and you get better and better. I made a ton of mistakes before I started actually making some bigger profits on my items, And before I go, I wanted to bring up this. And it's like something that's often ignored that, people pass up. I found this. It's an Xbox 360 part. I just need to clean it up. There's some stuff to wipe off of there, big deal. But there's not always people aren't always looking for a whole console. Sometimes they have a broken part and you could just sell them that part. I think I got this thrown in for practically for free with the bundle of everything I got. Maybe I paid $1 for it or something like that. $2 absolute max. I did not pay very much for this, but I'm going to get a quick profit from that, because somebody's going to be missing their Xbox 360 part, or they have their old Xbox 360. They want to fire it back up, and they just need a new part. And that is something that could go with a whole lot of different items. People are often looking for extra parts. Like, for example, I have an umbrella light that I recently listed. I have it listed because the charger is not working, but as soon as I find another compatible charger, if I don't sell it already, I could just throw that in there, So, or somebody might buy it and be looking for, or already have one and looking for a compatible charger. I'm one of those people right now. There's several people out there that have items in their houses that are still working that just need one small little part, and they often aren't sold on Amazon. That's where people look for that hard to find stuff on eBay, and that's where you can make a lot of your sales. So this is stuff that would end up in a landfill, but because of you, a hero out there that's going out and spending your own time fishing for this stuff, looking for this treasure, you're recirculating that money. You're saying, like, little by little, person by person, reseller by reseller, you have your own part in saving our country's economy, and I can't stress that enough. And I'm sure there's probably going to be somebody out there that thinks I'm an idiot for saying this, and they might be stressed in their ways of thinking that, resellers or hustlers are just only thinking about profit and only thinking about themselves, and they're just looking to make a quick buck and rip someone off. It's like, no, I hate tearing someone's heart out. Once I see a huge big house in front of me, I don't feel so bad about it, but I don't ever like to buy an item from a garage sale and see somebody like, crap, oh my God, I'm letting go of my stuff. I just leave it behind. If I clearly see in somebody's face they don't want to let go of the item, I say, no, I want you to keep it. You have a gem there. If you don't want to let it go to me, then don't sell it to me. And I want to stress that enough, that you all know that you're not a bad guy. I don't care what anyone tells you. It doesn't make you a bad person to do something like this. You're actually doing a lot of good. So it's often overlooked. Once again, thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe to the channel for more content. I'm going to have some more pick ideas as well as what's selling. I'm excited to see what goes this weekend. Hopefully it's a lot. I've had a past few really good weekends, and it slowed down last weekend, but I've also been working a lot of overtime, so it's been hard to get around to listing stuff. So I really need to list more, because I put these up and they sold in a couple days. So I have a lot of value sitting down in my basement. I need to declutter, organize, and get some more stuff listed. So thanks again. Adios. Enjoy your reselling. Don't give up. Stay motivated. Bless y'all. Enjoy your life and keep hustling. Bye.